Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam Paramaskadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Vandvatitam Gaganasatisham Tattvamadhyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Tribunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami.
Nithyananda
Nithyanandam. Welcome all of you to this program, Parashakti Akashic. And we welcome all the Kailasa-vasis attending from Kailasa monasteries, Gurukuls, temples, ashrams and centers all around the world. So, all of you are joining us, who are joining us for today's sacred spiritual program, the Devi Bhavaswami Darshan. Today, if you are here in this program, if you are watching this program, it is because you are an incident, you are a conscious miracle of existence. You are not an accident, you are an incident. Existence is just trying to express itself to you. So we welcome all of you to this sacred spiritual experience, your delicious experience of this. And today, all of you will be learning so much about the Parashakti, and this may be what you think as your first time in the presence of the Divine Being. But this is not the first time this energy has graced this planet. If you are watching this now, it means it is a cosmic intervention in your life, just to make you manifest what you want. It's not a coincidence. It is a conscious, it is a manifestation in your life, divine intervention in your life. All of you might be thinking, how is this possible? Has this worked before? You can experience these answers through the powerful conclusions as referenced from the ancient texts of Hinduism, as guides by the Hinduism. So Parashakti, divine consciousness. Parashakti is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness. She is the cosmic mother. She is the source of Shakti, and it is in her womb, the Brahmanda Yoni, from which billions and billions of universes comes out and goes in, the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on. And Parashakti is the main deity of this sacred feminine and is the divine consort of Bhagavan Paramashiva, who is the primordial divinity of humanity. And the first and foremost relationship to me is with the mother. The ability to learn, even the idea to relate to starts with them. How to relate to starts with them. Understand your idea to relate, your ability to relate starts with them. The mother is a too important way to connect what you think as life. And in the Vedic tradition, our rishis were aware that your mother should be directed. It should inspire, it should awaken your higher consciousness. It should inspire your higher consciousness to express to you. And it should awaken your higher consciousness. Connecting with life as a mother is the most beautiful, most sweetest and most connecting, most divine way to connect with you. And today, out of this extreme compassion and love, the supreme quality individual is manifesting Devi Parashakti herself and gracing all of us, answering our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham. So, what is Bhava Samadhi? Bhava Samadhi, Sama is oneness and Adi means source. So Samadhi means one with the source. Bhava means attitude or attitude. So Bhava Samadhi Darshan means being one with the source in this aspect. And Darshan means to have a glimpse. In the Vedic tradition, it is used to describe the moment we behold a deity, an avatar, a saint or an enlightened being. As just being such a being can cleanse the karmas of lifetime and create a deep lasting transformation in all of us. Darshan is the super conscious vibration that is present around the avatar at all times. He simply radiates darshan just as the sun continuously radiates light. The auspicious moment when the receiver is catched, it becomes a moment of darshan, raising you to the next level of the superconscious breakthrough, like hitting the reset button on your brain. And these divine cosmic beings are real. They manifest from Kailasa, the enlightened time-space sphere. And through deities and incarnations, these divine cosmic beings manifest. And they manifest through the Arthavatara, deities in them. And through Bhava Samadhi Darshans in the Nityavatara, incarnations like Swami. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the science of Nityavatara, manifesting Paramashiva, consciousness. It is where the formless of the being of Paramashiva expresses the Divya Sharira and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form for us to experience Paramashiva. See, Sri Parashakti expresses the being of Radhareshwari and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form of Devi Meenakshi. And when we have the darshan of Swami, when we are watching the Bhava Samadhi darshan, immediately our mirroring neurons get activated. And we'll be learning about mirroring neurons this right? The Arthavatara reflects the consciousness and manifestation of the superconscious energy. But we are not mature enough to see the higher experiences from the Arthavatara. We cannot connect with the idea. We don't understand and see are not mature enough to receive that level experience from the deity or the idol directly. So that is why the avatar, the physical embodied form, the human form, comes down just to bridge that gap and create an experience of superconscious energy in all of us. The one thing which is stopping us is because we are not mature enough to receive that energy, and the avatar comes down to bridge that gap. And during the darshan, the whole brain comes alive and turns into a superconductor of consciousness. And as I was telling, the mirroring neuron is where is a part of the brain. When you see something, automatically the mirroring neuron get activated and you also start either silently or consciously recreating those things. Just like how a baby seeing another person clap or seeing another person walk, the baby starts doing the same thing. That is because of the mirroring neuron. And the same thing happens when we watch the darshan of all these various beings of Paramashiva manifesting through the Vidya Avatara of Swamiji. Automatically it activates and starts processing, and we start our body starts silently recreating all those actions. And Akashic reading is not a prediction, it is the readings from the cosmic archive beyond space. Creation and destruction happen simultaneously in the dimension of time starts the past, present, and future. Because Akashic readings are stored in the Akasha, the space dimension, there is no past, no present, and future. That is why what you call as happening, and yet to happen are clearly already recorded in the Akasha. So, who is the Supreme Pontifical Wisdom? Swamiji, Supreme Pontifical Wisdom, Jagat Guru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, a macrocosmic ancient enlightenment Hindu civilization, and the Supreme Pontifical Wisdom is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva, as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors at a very young age, who are the enlightened masters and guides. The Supreme Pontifical Wisdom has made this science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities as a lifestyle for humanity. And Swamiji was grown up by the lineage of enlightened masters like Mata Vipudananda Puri, Yogi Rajayogananda Puri, Sikhi Swamigal, Chinnai Swamigal, Pundi Mahan. So many of these enlightened gurus, the Guru Siksha Parampara, all these enlightened gurus have taught and trained Swamiji how to revive these sciences, just so all of us can manifest and learn this knowledge. And the Supreme Pontifical Wisdom is ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasanidhanam of the Kanchi Kailasa Sarvajya Peetham, the Tandai Mandala Adinam. Swamiji is the incumbent emperor of the Suryavamshi Sudanga Samrajyam and is the present 293rd Jagat Guru Mahasanidhanam of the Kailasonata Shyamala Peetha Sarvajya Peetham. And Swamiji is the present Mahamandaleshwar of the Mahanirvani Akhada, the largest apex monastic order. Swamiji, 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of the Atal Akhada, and is the present 23rd Guru Mahasanidhanam of the Dharma Mukti Swargapuram Adhinam. And Swamiji is elected as the Supreme Pontifical Wisdom by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu leaders and pontiffs. Swamiji is revered as the teacher of Hinduism, the most prolific, most viewed, read, and watched. Swamiji has authored 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 languages, English, Tamil, and Sanskrit, and translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. And over 20 million copies of books and articles are sold, read, and downloaded. Swamiji has enriched and enriched 1 billion plus lives digitally and is respected as the commentator of all the sacred scriptures such as Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Sutras, Shiva Sutras, the Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gita, Jaina Sutras, and much more. Swamiji is honored as the leader of Hinduism, the most awarded internationally recognized Hindu leader, and the reviver of the 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, including the Rudras, the Rudrakanyas, the Rishis, the Rishikas, Bhairavas, Bhairavis, and the Sannyasa Sampradaya. Swamiji is the founder and reviver of over 100 Sarvajya and collector of the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. And all of you are going to be receiving the Diksha today. The Sanskrit word Diksha is derived from Da, which means to give, and Kshi, which means to destroy ignorance. It is loosely translated as initiation. Diksha is the direct transfer of spiritual energy by an avatar through a look, word, or such, which destroys ignorance of the initiate or disciple. And initiation triggers the possibility to create new grooves and neurological pathways in the brain and can even alter gene expressions. And all of you might be wondering what happens after the Diksha when the Jnana, the ultimate truth, gets mapped into your consciousness, prajna, manifests as a power and possibility of every being, prajnana. That is when we start manifesting these powers. So let us now move on into the next segment, which is the demonstration of the extraordinary Shaktis of Paramashiva. So today all of you are going to be witnessing the live demonstration of these extraordinary Shaktis being manifested through the Balasins of the Nithyananda Gurukul. Before we move on, let us enter into a small introduction about these Shaktis. Let us see the fundamental difference between Shaktis and Siddhis and learn what are Shaktis in the Vedagamas, the source scriptures of Hinduism. Paramashiva beautifully reveals that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest these 463 powers. Shaktis manifest through a cognition that you are the divine and that you need to manifest the divine, not from a cognition that you are a man and you need to reach the divine. Let us see the difference between Shaktis and Siddhis. Shaktis are the powers which express through the space of enlightenment as a side effect of feeling connection with the divine and high integrity with the Guru. Shaktis are the source of enlightenment. Siddhis are the powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment. Siddhis are on the path of enlightenment. So who is the source of all these Shaktis? Paramashiva. Paramashiva is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause which is self-effulgent, changing beyond time, space, form and causality. And Paramashiva himself has come down in the form of the supreme pontiff of Hinduism and, as I told, is initiating millions of disciples into this science. And this science of power manifestation is authenticated through four aspects of evidences. First is the Shastra Pramana, which is the scriptural reference from the source scriptures of Hinduism like the Vedas and Agni. Next is the Atma Pramana, which are the experiences and results of Aptas or the authorities of Hinduism, Vedic rishis and scientists who have time tested and verified this science. Third is the Atma Pramana, which are the experiences, which is the experience of Swamiji, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, who has time tested and verified this science. Last is the Pratyaksha Pramana, or the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. So let us now see the Shastra Pramana, which is a scriptural reference for this power of third eye reading. This comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 34. Kapalantarmanonyasa Ishtanmilitalochanaha Ramena Manasodatyat Lakshaye Lakshamuttamam. The translation goes, by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind and inner space, through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal Lakshyam by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source Paramashiva. The next is the Apta Pramana, where Bhagavan Sri Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye reading. In the 11th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the 8th verse, Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, Natu mam shakyase drashtum manenaiva svachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashyame yogamaishwaram. But you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore I grant you the divine third eye. Behold my cosmic opulence. And in the 11th chapter, after Arjuna gets initiated by Bhagavan Krishna, he beautifully and completely narrates the cause Bhagavan Sri Krishna as he sees it through the third eye. The next is the Atma Pramana, which is the experience of Swamiji. Swamiji beautifully says in his own words, the first experience that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360-degree vision, everything around me. And not only I was able to see, I was able to even feel all of that as well. And last is the Sakshi Pramana. The Pratyaksha Pramana, which is the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. The study measures metabolic cell activity of the brain in the conscious and meditative state of the third eye using the positron emission tomography, the PET. And when doing daily activities, high activity is measured in the brain where the third eye is located. And when in the deep state of samadhi, almost 90% of the rest of the brain is at peace and only the third eye region is active. So let us now witness the live Sakshi Pramana, the demonstration of these extraordinary Shaktis being manifested by the Balasins and the Nithyananda yogis. So we'll be back with the Balasins of the Nithyananda Gurukul, who is going to be demonstrating this power to all of you. Yes. So now I'm back with the Balasins of the Nithyananda Gurukul Manipu Virajananda, who is going to be demonstrating this extraordinary Shakti to all of you. Along with me, I have the medically tested iPad. In front is a complete opaque sheet. Behind is a thick sponge. You can see that there is no gap between the sponge and the opaque sheet, and there is no possible way of light entering through this iPad. This is the iPad I'm going to be placing on Mahaviraja's eyes now. Mahaviraja, are you comfortable? So Mahaviraja is completely comfortable, and I request you to turn to your right, left, up, and yes. So all of you can see there is no gap between Mahaviraja's eyeband and her eyes, and it is completely foolproof. So now I request all of you to go ahead and post your comments in the Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel and the HDH JDM Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam Facebook page. You can go ahead and post your comments, and I request the comments to now be projected. And Mahaviraja is going to be reading out your comments live. So, latest comment just posted is by Facebook. Okay, yes, let us see the Facebook comments first. Yes, Mavirija, you can go ahead.
Yes, so so let us comment this posted on Kalasa System YouTube channel. Well, Facebook channel is by a person named Janmashtami is posted. Save universe and save you, I mean us.
Yes, that was amazing. And
So you can go to previous comments now. So before that, there is a comment posted by Daud Balaji Pati was posted and hand holding our race.
and yes, why don't you go ahead and read the previous comments before
And
that?
say Daud Balaji Pati has again posted clapping emoji. Daud Balaji Pati has posted Om Namah Shivaya emoji. Guidance. And before that, I has again posted Namaskar emoji.
Okay, why don't you describe it?
The hand is like an orange color.
Yes, continue.
The orange color it has a few colors in the background. If you want more up.
I request the comment section to go more up. Yes.
So it has a background of purple, orange, like orange, right, and yellow, and so, how to say? The top lid design something like that. It's like something like that. And down there's like something pink and like how is like turquoise color, like this part is turquoise color, something maybe on those.
Amazing. Exactly, Mavirija was able to describe that emoji and sticker. Thank you so much, God Balaji Patilaya, for also posting your comments in the Kailasa HDH Nithyananda YouTube Facebook page. And yes, Mavirija, you can also go ahead and read the YouTube comments.
Yes, so latest comments posted in the YouTube channel is by Pyotr Bachla. Has posted Nithyanandam Asmai emoji and and before that, Mahajananda has posted swallowed by the simplicity of Swamiji's deep smile. Devotee swims in the surrender of sublime submission. So wonderful. And
Yes.
before that, Vigyan Chapitan has posted some emoji and request scroll to go up.
I request the school to go more up.
Yes. So Vigyan Chapitan has posted 4 emojis. One is a sparkling heart, and a mystery emoji, and an exclamation mark of the heart. Yeah. And a rose.
That was a beautiful demonstration of the power of prayer. Now I'm removing the eyeband of Mavirija. All of you can see that the eyeband is completely intact. There is no difference in the eyeband, and yes, that was a very beautiful demonstration. So we'll be back right after the short break with the Balasans of the Nithyananda Gurukul, who are going to be demonstrating this power of body scanning. But before that, we will also be witnessing the Shastra Pramana, the chanting of the Shastra Pramana for this very power. Yes, in this power of body scanning, one awakens the ability to scan illnesses, diseases, medically diagnosed issues, and to provide solutions through the awakened third. So let us now see the Shastra Pramana, which is from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Swadehe jagato vapi sukshma sukshmatarani cha tattvani yani nilayam dhyatvante vyajyate para. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest consecutive principles of your whole body, Swadeha, or of the whole universe, simultaneously consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source called Paramashiva, and by the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all the thoughts, and the ultimate universal divine power, Paradevi Adi Shakti, is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens. The next is the Apta Pramana, which is from the life of a Siddha named Tereyar. Teriyar was a Siddha and one of the prominent disciples of Agastya. One day, a man suffering from a severe headache comes to Agastya to heal him. Agastya uses the power of body scanning and reveals that there is a small tere, a type of frog, sitting in his brain. Agastya immediately instructs his disciple Terya to perform an open head surgery and remove the frog. After the surgery is completed successfully, the person is completely healed and cured of the headache. Thus, he gained the name of Svedaya. Next is the Atma Pramana, which is from the life of Swamiji, where Swamiji manifested the power of Sushada, living beyond pain, and the power of body scanning. Swamiji beautifully shares on the 22nd of December, paraphrasing his words, compound hand fracture, was I forced to go for surgery and therefore for medical checkups related to that. At that time, they detected heavy metal quantity in my different organs, and it was revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge. And I immediately used diagnostic methods instead of medical facilities to study the body condition due to the. Immediately, I found out through the body scanning what the problems and imbalances have happened and where the balance had to be done. I used allopathy as a second opinion just to verify my findings. These great avatars or incarnations are born as awakened beings. Whatever happens in their life, any incident is not an accident. It is a leela. It is a divine play which happens in their life. And last is the Sakshi Pramana, the experiences and results of the extraordinary happening through the initiated disciples of Swamiji. So all of you can see how a few of the Paramashivoham participants were able to manifest this power and they have shared their experience. And all of you are going to be witnessing the live demonstration of the power of body scanning now, right after a short break. So we'll be back with the Balasans and the Nithyananda Yogis. Till then, I request all of you to go ahead, post your comments in the Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda YouTube channel and the SPH JGM Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam Facebook channel. And we'll be right back. Yes, Nityananda. I'm back with the Balasans and the Nityananda Yogis, Manitya Mahavidyananda, Manitya Brahmayogananda, and Masoni, who are going to be demonstrating this extraordinary Shakti of body scanning to all of you today. So now I request the YouTube comments to be projected. All of you can go ahead and post your comments. I request the Facebook comments to be projected now. Anyone who wants body scanning can request in the Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel and the HDH Stadium Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam Facebook channel. And all of you will be witnessing the live body scanning being done for you. Okay. So, Nitya Mahajalandhara Sthitananda has posted, I'm tired of being poor. No money means no opportunities in life. What are the blocks I have here and how do I clear them? Thank you. So, Nitya Mahavidyananda, you can do the body scanning for Mahajalandhara Sthitananda and you can reveal a third eye solution for her. Maris Grigorgius has posted, Ayana's avoidance, his consent to scanning here. Wanted to ask a question. What is the reason for the sex marks all over the body and how to get rid of them? Okay, so Niti Brahmayogananda, you can go ahead and do the body scanning for Ayana's avoidance, Aya. And Payatar Vajda has posted, please make the body scanning for me. Thank you. Yes, Aya, surely we'll be doing the body scanning for you. Masoni, you can go ahead and do the body scanning for Payatar Vajda. Yes, so now the Balas and Nithyananda, you're going to be chanting the Mahavakya 3 times, where they will be able to connect to Paramashiva and which directly raises them to a higher frequency. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes, Marius, I'm done with the body scanning for Ayana's aversions. And Parameshwar revealed to me that the reason as to why he's getting the stretch marks all over his body is because he's sitting a lot throughout the day. He's not moving his body and he's not being active. Like he'll suddenly get up for, like if he has to use the bathroom or if he has some work, then like he'll get up. Like he doesn't get up very often and he like hardly gets up throughout the day, and that is the reason as to why he's getting the stretch marks all over his body. So what he should do is like you should start like just frequently he should start, just get up like for 5 minutes, do a few stretches, or if he has time like 1 hour in the day, go for walking. So he should do like things like that and make sure that his body is active and it's moving a little bit at least throughout the day. And also Parameshwar revealed that he has to start massaging his body with castor oil. And if he follows these 2 solutions, the stretch marks will start going away.
Yes, and one more thing which just appeared to me in my third eye was that Aya has a lot of heat in the body, ma. So please please put a wet cloth before sleeping, and that will really help. Wet cloth on either your stomach or forehead, that will really help and cool down the heat from your body. This is one more thing which Paramashiva revealed to me. Yes, Ma Soni, you are ready? Yes, you can go ahead.
The oxygen level is very low in your body. So Paramashiva revealed the solution is to get up early in the morning and go for morning walk area and go in an area where there is no pollution, there is no harmful gas, and do pranayama over there.
Yes, a very beautiful solution for Payatar Vajraya along with the body scanning. So, Ma Mary's Grigorgius and Payatar Vajraya, I request you to get back in the chat. And yes, Ma Mahavidya, you can go ahead. Please.
Nithyananda. So this is a stand for Ma Jaladhara Nithyananda. Ma, what Paramashiva is meaning is basically what you believe of what you want to do in life is not really aligned with what you think about money. You're living with people who are telling you the exact sentence that you have put, that no money means no opportunities, is not really what you believe. It's coming from the people and the surroundings where you are. Actually, one immediate solution is you need to move to where you are more powerful and confident in what you want to do in life. Your desires and beliefs both are not aligned. Haritaki is the solution that will start cleaning up your digestive system. Having a strong digestive system is also going to help you in feeling more powerful about what you want to do. And immediately try to be with people or change your space, be in a location, have your surroundings, whatever you can do, where you can have more powerful cognition aligned to what you want to do.
Yes. And one more thing you can do, ma, is start reading the Bhagavad Gita decoded. As Swamiji beautifully tells in the Bhagavad Gita, that Bhagavan Krishna is the Purna Avatara who teaches us how to live enlightenment while we are alive, not to renounce and to drop everything and just leave it and go. How to live enlightenment as we are alive, and how to manifest the reality that we want while we are living. Just how to manifest the life that we want. So you can also start reading the Bhagavad Gita decoded. Swamiji is really alive, and just whatever solution you want, Krishna will just flow through the book and will reveal the answer to you, ma. And Mary's Ma has gotten back telling Ayanas can relate to the scanning, especially heat part in body and sitting for a prolonged time without much movement. Yes, ma. Thank you so much for getting back. Just follow the solution which Paramashiva has revealed. You will be completely healed. Parata Vajda has posted, yes, ma, I couldn't hear properly. I only heard about the morning walk. Yes, ma. Soni, could you just reveal the body scanning a little more louder again?
Yes. Nithyananda Paramashiva, Paramashiva revealed that the oxygen level is very low in your body area. So Paramashiva revealed the solution is go for get up early in the morning and go for morning walk and go in a place where there is no pollution or any harmful gas for your body, and do pranayama over there.
Okay, so this is a body scanning for Parata Vajda, Aya. I request you to get back, Aya. Okay. Ma Mahajalandhar Nithyananda has posted, yes, ma, this is true. My environment doesn't support me on any level and only eats up my energy. I will start to read the book. Also, will work on my digestion. I've been doing that steadily. And Payata Vajda has posted, yes, ma, thank you. I will follow. Yes. Thank you, ma Mahajalandhar Nithyananda and Payata Vajda for getting back and confirming with us. And anyone else who wants a body scanning can post a request. I request the Facebook comments to now be projected. I request the Facebook comments to now be projected. Okay. Marlena Daugati has posted a request for a body scanning, and Kairan Kairos has posted, I was trying to find out what is blocking my energy. I am a healer and a teacher. Yes. Now, Mahavidya, you can do the body scanning for Kairan Aya, and Brahma Yoga, you can do the body scanning for Marlena Daugati. And Ma Mahajalandhar Sthitananda has also posted, my energy and environment are not aligned, and therefore I don't feel valuable here on any level. Of course, in general, what I bring to the world is wasted in this community and country too. Yes, ma'am. Just follow the solution which Paramashiva revealed, and whatever the problem is, whether you're feeling blocked or whether you're not having a correct cognition, whether you're feeling low or stuck in your life, as Devi Parashakti beautifully revealed yesterday, that anything which you are feeling stuck and anything is because and is due to the pralaya. So just surrender at the feet of Swamiji and you will be completely healed from this whole problem of where you feel stuck.
Yes, so I'm done with the body scanning for Marlena Daugati, and Ma Parameshwar revealed to me that they're having too much of sugar. Eating too much of sugar in the day, and because of that, like even in your body there is a lot of sugar. So Parameshwar revealed that you should immediately start change from sugar to jaggery and jaggeries and also kalkand. If you just change to this and stop eating sugar, you'll see a lot of breakthroughs happening in your life, because a lot of toxins will get cleared from your body, and also your body will become a lot more fit. And also Parameshwar revealed that you have a lot of mucus in your body. So for that, you should do the Nirahara Samyama for 1 week. And also you should start drinking a lot of water and a lot of juices. If you follow these two solutions, you'll see a lot of breakthroughs happening for you. And also you'll get a really yogic and fit body.
Wow, that was a very unique scanning. And as all of you saw, just by eating less sugar and by shifting into jaggery and rock candy, how my Brahma Yoga revealed that she will become more fit. She will start having breakthroughs in your life. How just a simple solution can heal such a big problem, and she can have breakthroughs in her life. This is what was revealed by Paramashiva to Ma Brahma Yoga yesterday. Very beautiful scanning. Ma Marlena, I request you to get back in the chat whether you were able to relate to the scanning, and please do follow the solution which Paramashiva revealed. Yes, Ma Mahavidyananda, you can go ahead.
So Nithyananda, this is a scan for Chiron Kairos. Here's a recommendation actually from Paramashiva. The healing practices that you're following and teaching are actually not aligned to the cosmic energy flow. So whenever you're healing people, the karmic baggage is falling back onto you. So what immediately was shown is a solution for me, because you have also asked for what is blocking your energy. For a solution to unblock yourself, please do join the healing day on the Paramashivoham program. It's a free program where you are initiated into the healing energy, the Nitya spiritual healing. And you can find more details on events.kailasa.org or paramashivoham.org. And basically, the way you are healing is what is resulting into the blockage of your own energy. The karma of people you are healing is coming back onto you. Practices like Reiki and others are known for this problem and this block. So that's what's happening also with you. So the recommendation is to go to more of cosmic energy healing and spiritual healing specifically.
Yes, beautiful. Kairanaya, I request you to get back in the comment section. Yes, and it's time to conclude this power manifestation session now. We thank all of you for joining us in this power manifestation session, where all of you witnessed this live extraordinary demonstration, and all of you now just witnessed this live demonstration, and you yourself are going to be manifesting these extraordinary Shaktis. Yes, Marlena Daugati has posted. Thank you, Ma. Does that include fruit? Did you say instead have jaggery and do Nirahara? Yes, ma. You can do the Nirahara Samyama, and Ma Brahmayoga, you can actually explain more on what Paramashiva revealed for her.
Yes, so Paramashiva revealed that you should start having more fruit juices and a lot of water, and also have jaggery instead of sugar.
Yes. So jaggery instead of sugar and fruit juices. Basically, the Nirahara Samyama is being only on liquids. So this is the solution revealed by Paramashiva for you, ma. Yes. So we thank all of you for joining us in this session now. And yes, Chiron Kairos Aya has posted. Awesome. Thank you so much. I had the same feeling. I will do that. Yes, yes, Aya. Just follow this solution. You will be completely cleared from whatever is blocking you. Yes. And we'll now be moving on to the next segment, which is the divine feminine consciousness, where you will be learning about Devi Parashakti herself and how she is gracing us, all of us, and answering our questions, doubts, and giving us boons. So we'll have Ma Madhura joining with us shortly, and you will be learning about the divine feminine consciousness. We thank all of you. Thank you, Nithyananda. Yes, Nithyananda Ma Madhura, you can go ahead.
Yes, Nithyanand, thank you, Mayoga Prana. And yes, that was a wonderful demonstration of the manifestation of powers that all of us just witnessed. And now we will be moving to the next segment of this program where we will be seeing who is Devi Parashakti, the divine feminine consciousness. So we'll be first looking at the Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti, which comes from the Lalita Sahasranama Dhyana Shloka. सिन्दूरारुण विग्रहां त्रिनयनां माणिक्यमौलिस्फुरत् तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखीं मापीनवक्षोरुहां पाणिभ्यामलिपूर्णरत्नचषकं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतीं सौम्यां रत्नघटस्थरक्तचरणां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकाम्. And the translation for this verse is, the Divine Mother is to be meditated upon as shining in a vermilion red body, with triple eyes sporting a crown of rubies studded with the crescent moon, a face all smiles, a splendid bust, one hand holding a jewel cup brimming with mead, and the other twirling a red lotus. And another verse, which is from the Lalita Sahasranama Dhyana Shloka, which describes the beauty of Devi Parashakti. Arunam karunam tarangatakshim dhritapaşankuşapuşpabanachapam animadiviravrtam ayukaihirahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. And the translation for this is, I meditate on the great Empress. She is red in color and her eyes are full of compassion. She holds the noose, the goad, the bow, and the flowery arrow in her hands. She is surrounded on all sides by powers such as anima for rays, and she is the self within me. And Devi Parashakti is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness. Parashakti is the cosmic mother. It is her cosmic womb, from which billions and billions of universes come out and go in, and the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on and on. Parashakti is the source Shakti, the source energy, the source power from which all of us came, in which all of us are in even now, and in which all of us are going to merge. And out of her extreme love and compassion, Parashakti herself is manifesting through the embodied form as the Nijavatara of the supreme bond of Hinduism. Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam is divine known as Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, gracing us, answering all for Christians, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. And Devi Parashakti beautifully says, she reveals and introduces herself, raising as Omkara, expressing as Vedas and Agamas, blossomed as Hrimkara, filled as Parashorasi, living in 40 triangles, the Kailasha Swami was in Kailasha Sri Prachintamani, Parashakti, sitting as part of Paramashiva, Parameshwari who rules the world, Paramashakti, Manonmani, Meenakshi, as Nithyananda I took Nijavatara here, to give good boons to everyone, to bestow all goodness. Hiranyagarbha Swarupini, Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandramauli, Rapala, Aparna, Uma, Parvati, Savitri, Navayavana, Samraj Lakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashorasi, Meenakshi. Taking the form of Nityananda, I came here as Nijavatara. With great compassion and blessing, listen, people. To do good to all of you, I took the form of Nityananda and came down as Nijavatara. And Devi Parashakti also beautifully reveals in her own words, she says, raising in Omkara, blossoming as Shiva, Shiva, manifesting as source of existence, powers of existence, expression of existence. From the oneness of Om, blossoming into two as Prakriti and Purusha, Kriya and Jnana, growing as four Vedas, expanding as five Panchabhutas, beyond six chakras, filled as gotras of seven rishis, expanding as six chakras, filled as gotras of seven rishis, expanding as eight directions, existing as nine grahas, blossoming as 10 indriyas, being as 11 rudras, creating all the worlds, bringing life to tell and make truth blossom and true good. Parashorasi Meenakshi, in the form of Nityananda, I came to bless every one of you. And now let's see how we can receive Devi Parashakti. So literally you are seeing Paramashiva and Parashakti at that moment when she is there on your screen. So always receive her very traditionally. You can keep two betel leaves, one banana, one betel nut, and a coin in front of the screen and watch Devi Parashakti. And for those of you who don't know, in the Hindu tradition, a coin is actually considered the traditional dakshina. So it can be the lowest value. In India, it can even be just a paisa, and in the US, it can even be just a cent. Swami says, I'm not trying to monetize. Keep even 1 cent is okay. So for 100 days, if you have darshan, it will add up to $1. In India, even 1 paisa is okay. And you can offer that to Devi Parashakti. And once the darshan is over, you can do namaskar and eat the banana, the beet leaf, and the betel nut, taking it as prasadam immediately. And the coins that you collect, you can send it to the Los Angeles temple for the further procedures. And some of you that will benefit you, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally. How will it benefit you? So this betel leaf and betel nut may look too small, but in a few days, you will see how much it has to your sentiment that really she's there. You will not take the Devi Darshan for granted. Rituals will break your monotonous unconscious mentality and lifestyle and remind you and raise you to the powerful cognitions. It will break your unconscious behavior. And now all of you can see how you can set up your tambulam. So you can arrange the two beet leaves, one banana, one betel nut, and the coin. You can set it up all in a plate. You can keep the betel nuts on top of the beet leaf and keep it in the plate, the bananas and the coin in the plate. You can arrange all of it in a plate and keep it in front of the screen. These are the 4 basic items that are kept as part of a tambulam, but if you would like, you can also keep the additional items such as a coconut, some kumkum, turmeric, red glass bangles, and some flowers. So you can arrange all of it in a plate, keep it in front of the screen, and receive Devi Parashakti when she comes for the darshan. And with that, we come to the conclusion of this segment where we have learned who is Devi Parashakti and how we can receive Devi Parashakti. So with that, we'll now be moving to the next segment of this program where we will be seeing what Devi Parashakti has revealed in the Akashic readings and how important it is for all of us to understand, internalize, and follow what Devi Parashakti has revealed. Yes, so now we'll be seeing what Devi has revealed in the Akashic readings. So humanity is still undergoing the after effects of the cosmic deluge, the pralaya, and thousands of deaths due to the global pandemic have an emerging fungal epidemic along with record numbers of physical natural disasters have taken a huge toll on humanity's collective psyche. Yes, we can go to the previous slide. And why did this happen? What caused this? Who is behind this? And how could we have avoided this? What is the solution for this? So, in this segment, we will be going through a scientific and statistical understanding of Devi Parashakti's revelation on the cause of this and the solution of the pralaya, the deluge. So now all of us know that the current status of the world right now is more than 3.8 million deaths, 175.9 million confirmed cases, and the worst affected countries is US, India, and Brazil. And the COVID in India alone is the number of COVID cases is 29,510,410, and the number of COVID deaths is 374,305, and the number fallen into poverty since 2020 is 75 million plus. And India is suffering suicide and depression. All of you can see a report given by WHO, a WHO report, which mentions that 6.5% of the population is suffering from some form of mental illness, also with a suicide rate of 10.9 for every 1 lakh people. So suicide is one of the biggest
Nithyananda. Sorry for the technical glitch. And we have a very special, exciting announcement. We will be having the live Devi Parashakti Akashic readings at 8 p.m. today. So please stay tuned for that. And we will continue on with this segment as we prepare to receive Devi Parashakti. Let us understand more deeply the revelations made by Devi Parashakti herself. So India is not just suffering from the ongoing global pandemic, but natural disasters have also been severely affecting the country, with the cyclone in Kerala just a few months back, and the floods in Maharashtra have been devastated the state. And as all of these natural disasters have been affecting the country and the ongoing pandemic, they're preparing for the third wave, which seems to be inevitable. So how could we have prevented all of this? How could we have avoided this? Let us listen to Devi Parashakti's revelation on the 31st of May 2021 and understand why this is happening.
இரண்டாயிரத்திருபத்திரண்டு வரை இந்தியா செல்ல வேண்டாமா என்று கேட்கின்றாய். நன்றாய்த் தெரிந்து கொள், சொல்வதைப் புரிந்து கொள். இந்த பெருநரகமான கிருமி போஜனம் இந்தியாவிற்குள் வரக்கூடாது என்பதற்காக 2020 பாரதம் முழுவதும் 12 ஜோதிர்லிங்கமும் பாத யாத்திரை செய்திடவே என் மகன் மூலமாய் திட்டமிட்டிருந்தேன். படுபாவிகள் ஓடத்தின் மாலுமியை ஊர்விட்டு துரத்தினார்கள். என்ன நடக்கிறதென்று பார். முறையாக கைலாய நாட்டின் தலைவனாக நிறை மரியாதையொடு நல் மதிப்பொடு என் நிஜாவதாரம் நித்யானந்தன் திருவடி மீண்டும் பாரதத்தில் பட்டு பாத யாத்திரை செய்த பிறகு மட்டுமே நீ அங்கு செல்ல வேண்டும். அதுவரை உன்னை காத்து செல்லாதே. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
So let us understand Devi Parashakti's revelations translated into English for this huge Girmi Bhojanam hell not to come to India. In 2020 itself, I had planned to do the Padayatra throughout India and the 12 Jyotirlingas through my son Swamiji. They chased the captain of the ship out of the country. See what is going to happen. Let us go back to 2017, when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed the vision for this Padayatra that was to be taking place in 2020.
Want to do 1 year Padayatra specially for this purpose in 2020. 2020, planning for a full year. I'm going to walk from Rameshwaram to Amarnath. 1 year with 10,000 people, just walking all over India to spend time with people. 2020, there will not be any program other than Padayatra and just spending time with people. Just walking. Of course, 10,000 people will be walking with me. Maybe 200 vehicles to carry our food and all the other items, transportation. Enjoying the river banks, forests, and time with nature. 10,000 people manifesting powers, walking from village to village. What do you think will happen? The scene of Buddhism spreading will be repeated now. How the Buddhism spread. 10,000 monks walking from village to village. What will happen? That's only monks. Here power manifesting. 10,000 people. The whole village will be manifesting powers. Just want to enjoy India and let India enjoy me. So planning for next year Kumbh Mela 2019, next year January Kumbh Mela. Before that all the Balalayam, everything. Balalayam is going to be like the same structure outside with one stone tower, gold coated. It will be something like a 40 to 50 feet tall stone tower and 5 Rajagopurams, which will be something like 120 feet. This will be the Balalayam. And after the Mulalayam is built, this Balalayam will serve as a Utsava Murti Sannidhi, where the Utsava Murtis will be worshipped and where the Archanas. See, in the main temple, there will not be any Archana or anything, because just for Darshan itself, there will not be time. Like Tirupati, you can only have Darshan and Arti, the camp for Arti. No other worship is allowed in the main temple. Because 12 Abhishekam is going to happen, 12 Kala Abhishekams. So continuously the rituals will be going on. People can have only darshan. They will not be able to involve themselves in any ritual. Other than darshan, nothing else will be allowed. So all the archana, all the other offerings, like people will offer the archanas and other, everything will be done to the Utsava Murti, which will be kept in the Balalayam, the present Balalayam, present structure. So people can spend time here. That will be more like a main darshan. This will be like energy darshan, where you can give letter, get response. So by next year, the Balalayam will be ready. So 2019 full year, I will be conducting the programs and everything. 2020 will be the one full year Padayatra, walking. From next year, Jayanti, means 2019's Jayanti to 2020's Jayanti. Full year, Jayanti to Jayanti will be Padayatra. Before that, we will make 10,000 people power manifestors. It will be sannyasi, brahmachari, grihastha, all put together. 10,000 people will be walking. What a scene it will be. I think that is the only way the revival of Sanatana Hindu Dharma can be done. I need to get into the ground where people can see me, where they are living. I can't be waiting for people to come where I am living. Now I am sitting in one place to prepare these 10,000 people and make this science completely user-friendly. For that only I am sitting and working. So I have given 2 years for me now, 2018 and 2019. So 2020, before that 10,000 people will be ready to walk with me, manifesting powers. We will literally see person's problem in every village. The way we are walking, the path, route we are taking, physical healing or mental healing, or it's a too big visualization. How will you visualize? What will happen if 10,000 power manifestors enter into a village and ask people, tell me your problem now, come on, let's sort it out. Understand, 1,200 years before in Tiruvannamala,
And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed the vision for this Padayatra, that it would literally be like the seed of Buddhism spreading again. It would see a revival of Hinduism all over India. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was ready to go and meet people where they are, to give them solutions for every problem that they may be facing, where they are in their own homes. Literally every problem, whether it's physical problem, mental problem, emotional problem, psychological problem, whatever it is, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was ready to attend to the people where they are. And this Padayatra would be from Kanyakumari to Kashmir and would be along with 10,000 power manifestors. And this was the vision that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed to once again revive Hinduism in India. And since the age of 10, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been enriching people and preparing them for this Padayatra to save them from this pralaya, to revive Hinduism again, and to bring the super conscious breakthrough to humanity. And from that age, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been enriching and initiating the masses into the science of enlightenment through powerful discourses, initiations, and darshans. And over the next several photos, we'll see some of the various programs that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has conducted over the last 26 years. Here you can see in Vellore, Tamil Nadu, the miracles of existence. In Rasipuram, Tamil Nadu, what is the root? What is the need for it? And in Namakkal, Tamil Nadu, the Society is Nothing But the Mind program. And in Salem, Tamil Nadu, the Nithyananda program. And the Nithyanandam program in Tirupati, Bangalore. The birth star celebrations in Tiruvannamalai. And the Jayanti celebrations in Adi Kailasha Satyakamita. In all of these photos, you can see how many people are joining from various backgrounds, various walks of life, and connecting so deeply with the teachings of the Supreme Pontiff. And the Jayanti celebrations at a school in Tiruvannamalai, the Nithyananda program in Tamil Nadu, the Guru Purnima celebrations in the Adi Kailash Satyakamita, the Bhakti Spurana program, the Dhyana Spurana program, the Little Ananda program, which was a program specifically geared towards blessing the youth and bringing them the science of enlightenment. The Saptayagam program in Salem, Tamil Nadu, which was a series of homas conducted by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, where he also guided 1,008 other people into these same homas. Here you can see the various photos of the Supreme Pontiff of homas, as well as guiding the disciples. And here is the Nithyananda program in Adi Kailasha Satyakamita. And finally, the Salem, the Nithyananda program again. And all of these photos, you can see how many thousands of people were in attendance for every program, how many people were blessed and individually attended to by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was continuously working tirelessly to bring a superconscious breakthrough to humanity, to do the re-energizing process, to prepare them for this Padayatra, and to bring the superconscious breakthrough to humanity ultimately. However, the anti-Hindu elements nearly impossible for the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to do the re-energizing process and to do the Padayatra across India by driving the supreme concept of Hinduism out of India. Let us listen to Devi Parashakti's revelation on the solution for this, revealed on the 31st of May, 2021.
இரண்டாயிரத்திருபத்திரண்டு வரை இந்தியா செல்ல வேண்டாமா என்று கேட்கின்றாய். நன்றாய்த் தெரிந்து கொள், சொல்வதைப் புரிந்து கொள். இந்த பெருநரகமான கிருமி போஜனம் இந்தியாவிற்குள் வரக்கூடாது என்பதற்காக 2020 பாரதம் முழுவதும் 12 ஜோதிர்லிங்கமும் பாத யாத்திரை செய்திடவே என் மகன் மூலமாய் திட்டமிட்டிருந்தேன். படுபாவிகள் ஓடத்தின் மாலுமியை ஊர்விட்டு துரத்தினார்கள். என்ன நடக்கிறதென்று பார். முறையாக கைலாய நாட்டின் தலைவனாக நிறை மரியாதையொடு நல் மதிப்பொடு என் நிஜாவதாரம் நித்யானந்தன் திருவடி மீண்டும் பாரதத்தில் பட்டு பாத யாத்திரை செய்த பிறகு மட்டுமே நீ அங்கு செல்ல வேண்டும். அதுவரை உன்னை காத்து செல்லாதே. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
And Devi revealed that only when the supreme concept of Hinduism is received back in India with great respect and reverence as the head of Kailasa nation and is able to perform the Padayatra and the re-energizing process of the 12 Jyotirlingas, only then we will see this Pralaya end in India. And as we look around, we see so much of destruction. So we can understand what the great rishis of the Vedic civilization had forewarned as this Kali Yuga. And the Kali Yuga is described as the worst of the 4 yugas, where man will be his own worst enemy. And echoes this, stating this Kali Yuga is the worst of the 4 yugas in all the world. People are sinful and forget the dharma of the 4 varanas and the 4 ashramas. In fact, men are so sinful that no prescribed penance atones for their great sins. The only place which is free from such sins is the great sacred city of Varanasi, the Mahapuri. And the Kurma Purana continues on and states that Lord Rudra, Paramashiva himself, is the avatar for the Kali Yuga. And the translation of this verse, Brahma is the presiding divinity or Devata for the Krita Yuga, the first cycle of time. In the Treta Yuga, the second cycle of time, it is Bhagavan Ravi, in which appeared Sri Rama. In the Dvapara Yuga, the third cycle of time, the presiding divinity is Vishnu. And in the Kali Yuga, the fourth cycle of time, the current age, the presiding divinity, the avatar, is Rudra, Lord Maheshwara, Mahasadashiva himself. And out of his deepest compassion to protect humanity, Paramashiva himself descended into the human form in the Nijavatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, on the 2nd of January, 1978. And if Paramashiva himself had waited even one more year to take the human form, it would have been too late for humanity. So let us listen to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, Swamiji himself, revealing about this.
And I tell you, O Hindus, don't be afraid. I am back with the same science. We are going to be rich. It is not lost. Just the last minute climax. Before it was going to be put off, I've happened. (1979) would have been late. 1979 would have been late. If I had time, I would have sent only ambassadors. Because no time, I have to get up and come directly. O Hindus, feel blessed. Science is not dead. It is available. I have everything needed to bring that science back to life and establish its legitimacy.
And the Avatar's advent on planet Earth was to protect the world from this great cosmic deluge and bring them to the new age, the Satya Yuga. So let us listen to Devi Parashakti herself revealing about this.
ஓம் 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 உலக மக்களே, கலி முற்றி கலி கழிந்து புதுயுகம் சத்தியயுகம் புறப்பட வேண்டிய காலம் வந்ததனால் வந்திருக்கின்றது இந்த பெரும் பிரளயம். கவலை வேண்டாம் மக்களே. நித்யானந்தன் வடிவம் தாங்கி நாமே இங்கு வந்திருக்கின்றோம். நித்யயுகம் செய்வோம், நித்யயுகம் சத்தியயுகமாய் மலரும் இங்கு. ஆனந்தமாக இருங்கள்.
And the translation of Devi's revelation. People of the world, listen, Kali Yuga has matured, and over time it has come for Satya Yuga to happen. So this great pralaya has come. Don't worry, people. In the form of Nithyananda, I myself have come here. I will make Nitya Yuga. Nitya Yuga will blossom as Satya Yuga. Be blissful. For this huge help Kirmi Bhojanam not to come to India. In 2020, I had planned to do the Padayatra throughout India in the Jyotirlingas through my son Swamiji. And to prepare for this, the Avatar began the Padayatra at the age of 10. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism began enriching people one person at a time with the truth from the sacred scriptures and the secrets of higher living. And even at the young age of 14, all of the classmates of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism recall the yatra where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism led them from Gudiyatham, Tamil Nadu to Tiruvannamalai, the birthplace of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and a huge pilgrimage site. And when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was just 19 years old, all the fellow monks at the Ramakrishna Math remember the yatra where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism led them from Chennai, Tamil Nadu to Tirumalai and gave them an unforgettable pilgrimage trip experience. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism continued walking the length and breadth of India, enriching more and more people and preparing each one until the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the international mission, the Nithyananda Sangha, on the 31st of December 1995, Kailasa internationally. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism established the first Kailasa enlightenment ecosystem in Tiruchengood, Tamil Nadu on the 14th of April 2001. And here you can see the photo of the inauguration day when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was just 23 years old. And the Avatar continued his Vijayatra all over the world to enrich people from various backgrounds. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's intensity and dedication for the people resonated even among crowds where most of the audience did not even speak English. Each one still deeply connected with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's teachings and his mere presence, and were moved to tears. And in 2004, the Avatar led his disciples on the first Himalayan Yatra, visiting temples, delivering satsangs, and initiating them into the superconscious breakthrough. And subsequently, the Avatar have personally organized and led yatras yearly and guided individual souls not just to physical spiritual sites, but to supernal spiritual realms. In 2006, the Padayatras were taken to the next level with the Gura and Nithyanandeshwari, who traveled from city to city, blessing each being who laid eyes on them. Let us now watch the video from the Kodikant Rathayatra in 2006, and you can see how much each being is radiating from just being in the presence of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And the Kodikant Rathayatra culminated with the consecration and inauguration of the Garbha Mandir, the sanctum sanctorum of Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivam and Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti, and the Swayambhulinga in Adi Kailasha Satyakapita in Bangalore, India. And these deities were energized as Archavataras to radiate the energy of Paramashiva and Parashakti to create Adi Kailasha Sarvakyapitam as a shift to save humanity from this upcoming pralaya. And in 2008, the Avatar and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism created innumerable spiritual energy centers across India as safe havens during this, to save people during this great deluge. And here are just three of these Sarvajnapitas. The Kailasa is in Tiruchendur, the Adi Kailasha Sarvajnapitam in Bangalore, and the Kailasa in Hyderabad. And in 2008, the Avatar created and energized the Nithyananda Anandalingam, which would protect anyone who bathes in its waters from the deadly COVID-19 disease, as it is a Navapashana Linga, which means that it has so much of healing properties. So let us watch the video of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism doing the Abhishekam and energizing the Anandalingam.
जनमस्सहस्राक्षाय च जगधन्मने च नमो गिरिशाय जिपिविष्टाय च नमो मीढुष्टमाय च शुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृद्धने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नम आशवे च जिराय च नम शीघ्रियाय च शीघ्राय च नम ऊर्म्याय च वस्वन्याय च नम स्रोतस नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नम पूर्वजाय च परजाय च नमो मध्यमाय च पगल्भाय च नमो च गण्याय च बुद्ध्याय च नमस्तोभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नम उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नम श्लोक्याय च अवसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नम श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नम आशुषेणाय च आशुरथाय च नम शूराय च अवभिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरुथिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नम श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च हनन्याय च नमो दुष्टवे च प्रवृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिने च सुधिमते च नमस्तीक्ष्णे च वेजायुधिने च नमस्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमस्कृत्याय च पथ्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूप्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च भट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईर्ध्याय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्म्याय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च ओम नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमस्ताम्राय च अरुणाय च नमः शंगाय च वशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शंभवे च मयोभवे च नमः शंकराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमः तीर्थ्याय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आतार्याय च लाद्याय च नमः षष्ट्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नमः इरण्याय च प्रपत्याय च नमः किगंशिलाय च क्षेणाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुनस्तये च नमो गोष्ट्याय च
And in 2009, the Avatar held another Kodikan Radayatra and garnered international attention by creating a movement where lakhs of Hindus were once again embracing Hinduism. So let us watch a short clip of that Padayatra.
போல நின்பதம் கண்ட என் மனோ நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்யனே நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்யனே நின்முகம் நீனைந்து இங்கு நிர்மலமாகவே ஆனதே இதய சக்கரம் அனகதமும் இனிமையோடு திறந்ததே நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்யனே நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்யனே மற்ற மற்றவர் கண்டு மறைகள் எல்லன்று விசுத்தி அதுவும் அசுத்தியாய் பொறாமையோடிங்கு ஏக்கத்தோடப்பா புண்ணியம் எல்லாம் போனதே எரிந்தவாயிரும் ஏக்கமும் சேர்த்து விசுத்தி அசுத்தியானதே விசுத்தியை தீர்க்க விமலனின் பதம் விரைந்து இங்கு வரவேணுமே நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்யனே நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்யனே ஆமை பூகுந்த எண்ணகந்தினை பொறாமை பூகாது காக்கவே
And wherever the avatar's feet have graced the planet Earth, there the seeds of super consciousness have been sown. And the Supreme Scientific Hinduism has established over 1,000 plus Kailas enlightenment ecosystems across the globe that have enriched and enreached more than 1 billion people. And in the next several photos, we will just go through some of the various enlightenment ecosystems that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has created to bless people and to bring the superconscious breakthrough to humanity and guide them through this pralaya. So the first is the Kailasa and Erode, the Adi Nithyananda Paramashivam. And then we have the Adi Kailasa Satyagrita in Bangalore, India. Kailasa in Tiruvannamalai. The Kailasa in Columbus, Ohio. The Kailasa in Los Angeles, California. The Kailasa in San Jose, California. The Kailasa in Seattle, Washington. The Kailasa in Houston, Texas. The Kailasa in Charlotte, North Carolina. The Kailasa in New York. The Kailasa in Washington, D.C. The Kailasa in Toronto, Canada. The Kailasa in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The Kailasa in Phoenix, Arizona. The Kailasa in St. Louis, Missouri. The Kailasa in Oman. The Kailasa in Dubai. The Kailasa in London, UK. The Kailasa in Scotland, UK. The Kailasa in Netherlands. The Kailasa in Slovakia. The Kailasa in Belgium. The Kailasa in Luxembourg. the Kailasa in Austria, the Kailasa in Germany, the Kailasa in Italy, the Kailasa in France, the Kailasa in Switzerland, the Kailasa in Mauritius, the Kailasa in South Africa, the Kailasa in Salem, the Kailasa in Hosur, the Kailasa in Patnam, the Kailasa in Varanasi, the Kailasa in Rajapalayam, the Kailasa in Hyderabad, the Kailasa in Kerala, the Kailasa in Gujarat, which is the Yogini Sarvajna Peetham, the Kailasa in Dirvanur, the Kailasa in Alankulam, the Kailasa in Tambaram, Chennai, the Kailasa in Avadi, Chennai, and another Kailasa in Chennai, the Kailasa in Melbourne, Australia, the Kailasa in New Zealand, the Kailasa in the Kailasa in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, the Kailasa in Guadalupe, South America, and all of these Kailasa enlightenment ecosystems were created by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to guide people through this Pralaya, to ultimately bring the superconscious breakthrough to humanity. And to ensure humanity survives, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism created the sovereign order of Kailasa with thousands of sannyasis, with no discrimination against caste, creed, or religion. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiated thousands of people into Nithyananda spiritual healing, who are actively healing millions of people all over the world. And 2,500 plus satsang centers, Padaka mandirs, and home temples operate as de facto spiritual embassies of Kailasa. And the avatar has inspired millions to reclaim their Hindu-centric freedom, with thousands of padayatras that were conducted by the Hindu diaspora worldwide, honoring the hard work of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and the revival of Kailasa, while silently, unknowingly preparing for what was to come. And in 2017, devotees in Malaysia planned a padayatra and executed it successfully, since participating, and the dying Hindu population in Malaysia being reinvigorated. And for every major Hindu festival, devotees from across the globe have performed the padayatra out of their sincere devotion and love for the avatar. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has contributed over 26 years of humanitarian services to the world. serving over 1 billion free meals, organic, nutritious meals to people across the globe. And over 1 billion e-citizens have been enriched by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in 347 countries, in 347 cities in 196 countries across 6 continents. And the world's largest Hindu university, Nithyananda Hindu University, has been established in US, Canada, Slovakia, Switzerland, and Brazil. And over 1 billion views have been created on the world's largest digital nation, the Kailasa nation. And you can connect with us on the various social media platforms, including Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, and many more. And you can also visit kailasa.org, nithyananda.org, nithyanandahinduuniversity.org, Kailasa TV, and Nithyananda TV. And you can also connect with us on the Enlighten app, which is an app exclusively to keep you constantly in the space of enlightenment, constantly hearing the teachings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and constantly maintaining that high space. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made all of this available, has brought Kailasa completely online to guide people, to connect with people, to ensure that they are staying in a high space and guided during this pandemic. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been continuously conducting the Paramashivoham program to also ensure people are staying active, staying alive, and staying protected during the pandemic, and to ensure that they are still receiving that superconscious breakthrough despite everything that is happening in this world. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been continuously manifesting Devi Parashakti just for the purpose of healing, blessing, and guiding each one of us, and has created all of these various platforms, all of these various programs just for this purpose. So if you would like to become an e-citizen, you can visit kailasa.org and avail all of the benefits of that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been giving to the world. With this, we will be concluding this portion of the program and be moving into the next segment, which is the offering. So we will be hearing we can make the Devi Parashakti. So as we prepare for the live Parashakti Akashic reading happening at 8 p.m., let us get ourselves into the space to receive all of the blessings from Devi Parashakti herself. And these offerings will do just that. When you make an offering to the divine, you are opening up your space. You are allowing the divine energy to bless your life. See, Devi has been continuously manifesting through the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism just for your blessings, for your healing to happen. And she will continuously manifest whether you make this offering or not. But only when you decide to open yourself up, to open your being up, will you be able to receive all of the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism manifesting Devi Parashakti. An offering is a giving of a divine gift of pure love, of devotion, of oneness, and it consists of two parts, the giving and the accepting. And only when the divine accepts what one offers, the offering becomes complete. An offering is not made out of fear nor out of greed, but out of just your pure gratitude for the divine happening in your life. And when an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela played out for the only purpose of your enlightenment. So let us understand the Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti. It states, moon-like face holding the Vedas in one hand, fire-in eyes with lotus flower, gracing and blessing hands, and one hand with the japamala, beautifully decorated with the jeweled ornaments in wonderful clothes and shining crown. Her name is Manonmani, and this is from the Mulagama Manonmani Dhyanam. And it continues on. I meditate on Devi with 3 eyes glowing like a moon and holding the Vedas, lotus and gracing with blessing and gracing hands. She is wearing beautiful ornaments. She is worshipped by Brahma and other many gods and showers auspicious boons for all actions every day. So you will see in the next segment, many of these offerings are made in gold. And this is not simply by coincidence. It is because gold has great significance in Hinduism. It is considered a divine element. And in the Atharva Veda, it mentions, triply born by birth is this gold. From the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was hurt. One they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Apaha. Let that triple gold be for your long life. And gold is considered a divine element. It purifies anything it touches. It is an element of great spiritual significance and great spiritual power of healing and enlightening. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears or anyone who sees or even operates in its vicinity. And gold is present in all of our Hindu scriptures. You will see the Agamas, the Vedas, the Shrutis, the Smritis, the Itihasas, and the Puranas. In all the Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that gold is the most auspicious and purest metal which purifies our very being. In the Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold. Ritual fees were offered in gold bricks. One was to be saved from life-threatening illnesses. One would offer the gold as the ritual fee. Gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold, and the streets would have huge columns and huge archways of gold. Horses and cows were dressed in gold. The Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of rivers of gold. The Indus River was called the Hiranyamaya, the river of gold, and in the Rig Veda, and the river Sarasvati was called the Hiranyavartini in the Atharva Veda. And gold is the supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years. It is a divine element and it literally lasts forever. So the first offering that we can make to Devi Parashakti is through the e-hundi, which is just like any other hundi that you would go to in any temple. You can just drop a few dollars into that hundi whenever you go to any temple. You just make a small offering just to say, I love you and thank you for happening in my life. So you can do the same with this e-hundi. Kailasa has made this very easy for you to do the online e-hundi offering, where you can just offer a couple dollars just to say, I love you to Devi, just to offer your devotion. And it is stated that Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion, and she removes all fear. And if there's any fear in the minds of the devotees, it is Devi who is sure to remove that fear. And it is stated that Devi likes to be worshipped in the autumn. And autumn is not the season autumn, but rather the autumn of our lives, when our thoughts turn more and more inward and the role of the divine becomes more prominent in our lives, and the need for Devi worship becomes much more strong. And Devi is described as the one who bestows happiness on all of her devotees. And you can be sure to receive all of the blessings and the happiness bestowed upon you by Devi when you make this offering out of your gratitude and out of your pure love and devotion to Devi Parashakti. And your name shall be chanted and offered during the puja to Devi Parashakti. The next offering is the Sankalpa chanting, which is the offering of a conscious resolution. And when you start any new endeavor, when you start any new project or stage of your life, you want to make sure that you set a conscious resolution. You set a strong sankalpa for what it is you want to manifest in your life. And when you offer this sankalpa chanting, you are receiving all of the energy and blessings upon your conscious resolution, upon your sankalpa from the divine cosmic mother herself, manifesting through the Nijavatara of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism. And it is stated that the goddess enchants this universe and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess being prayed to without any interest in anything gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in the materialistic sense. So when you make this offering to Devi Parashakti, all of your desires, all of your wishes will be fulfilled and you will attain that knowledge that leads you to salvation. And ultimately, you will also have all of the materialistic desires fulfilled. The next offering is the Sahasranama Suvarna Kasu, which is the offering of the gold coins inscribed with the 1,008 names of Devi Parashakti. And this offering of the 1,008 names of Devi Parashakti is a very special and unique archana offered to the Mahameru of Devi Parashakti herself. And Devi is described as Nama Parayana Prita, the one who likes the repetition of her various names. And these various names are not just the names of Devi Parashakti, they are the various aspects and all of the divine qualities of Devi Parashakti, whether it is her overflowing compassion. Sorry, we can go back to the previous slide, please. Whether it's her overflowing compassion, or whether it's her beauty, or whether it's her ability to give knowledge and all of the boons to her devotees. Devi has so many divine aspects and qualities. Sorry, if I could request the volunteer to go back to the previous slide. So Devi has so many beautiful divine qualities. And when you offer this, you will be blessed with all of the divine qualities of Devi Parashakti. You will be receiving the blessings to have all of the Ananta Kalyana Gunas, all the divine qualities of Devi. And you can offer this in various sizes, in the $75 size, the $150 size, or the $251 size. And you can offer as many coins as you would like to Devi herself. And the next offering is the Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with a pearl. And Devi Meenakshi is known for her fondness of pearls. And she is described as the ocean of compassion. And the pearl represents the compassion of Devi Meenakshi. And it states that I bow down to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearls, and the face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of the lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddesses Vani and Rama. I remain ever bowing to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. And Devi Meenakshi manifested as as Devi Parashakti manifested as as Devi Meenakshi on planet Earth to revive Kailasa on planet Earth, to bring the superconscious breakthrough to planet Earth thousands of years ago, and to bring peace and bliss across the whole planet. And out of her deepest love, out of her deepest compassion for humanity, she manifested as in the physical form. And today, when you decide to offer this Mukta Anguti to the divine lotus feet of Devi Meenakshi, you will receive all of the compassion and blessings of Devi Meenakshi in your life. In all of your endeavors, you will receive her blessings, especially in your business endeavors. Sorry for the technical glitch. So this offering of the pearl ring blesses the Yajamana with the compassion and love of Devi Meenakshi, especially in all of your business endeavors. And the next offering is the Swarna Padma Pushpa, which is the golden lotus. And the lotus has great significance in Hinduism. It is described in the Kamikagama that all the kalashas should be wound around with suitable thread and covered with new cloth. They should be adorned with the lotus flower made of gold. So literally all of the rituals that we offer in Hinduism, the kalashas in the rituals should be wrapped or adorned in this golden lotus. And there are hundreds of scriptural references for using the lotus in the worship of Paramashiva. Almost everything in the worship of the ultimate involves the consecration of deities of worship or meditating on the mudras and asanas using the lotus flower, lotus leaf, the lotus pericarp, or the lotus petal. The lotus is a very divine flower, and the Shakti of Paramashiva is also called a lotus. The base of the Paramashiva Linga is the lotus, and the disciple of the Paramashiva is also considered as a lotus, ready to bloom. So you can offer the golden lotus in any size that you wish and be blessed to have the state, the space, the powers, and the being of both Paramashiva and Parashakti in your inner space amidst any and every adverse situation in your life. And the next offering is the Swarna Methi, the gold toe ring. And it describes Devi's toes, that you lose brightness from the toenails, destroys the ignorance, the darkness of ignorance from the minds of the devotees who prostrate at your feet. You whose brightness from your 2 feet overpower that of the lotus flower. So Devi's toenails have the power to destroy all of the ignorance from our lives. So when you offer the toe ring to Devi, adorning her sacred feet, you will be blessed to receive the blessings of all of your difficult aspects, all the difficult things in your life being removed, and being ultimately the ignorance from your life being removed, and the divine blessings of Devi Parashakti herself. And the next offering is the Swarna Mantika, the gold hairline jewelry. And the Mantika represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara Chakra, which is fully open. And it's stated that Devi, she who makes the nectar flow in all of our nerves from the Sahasrara, she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. And the Varnamantika, if you offer that to Devi Parashakti, you will literally be able to open all of your chakras all the way till the Sahasrara. And sorry for the technical glitch. So as I was explaining, the Varna Mantika, when you offer the Mantika to Devi, you will receive the blessing to achieve the blissful state overflowing in your being and the overflowing gratitude and the space of complete completion. And the next offering is the Pratiksha Pada Puja, which is the most favorite offering of all the devotees and disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And if I could just request a volunteer to make the slides in full screen. All right, we can go back to the Pratiksha Pada Puja. And if you can just make the slides in full screen. So the Pratiksha Pada Puja is the most favorite offering of all of the devotees and disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. This is a beautiful offering to the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, who is manifesting Devi Parashakti just for your healing, for your blessings, to answer all of your prayers. And it's stated that Devi, the illuminating splendor of Devi's toenails, dispel the darkness of ignorance, and in the devotees prostrating at her feet defeat the lotus in beauty. And in the Saundarya Lahari, in Shloka 83, it states that the nails have been sharpened by constantly being touched by the crowns of the celestials, who always prostrate before Devi. Tamoguna is darkness, and in this stotram, tamas is indicative of ignorance in the minds of the devotees, and by constantly prostrating before Devi, their ignorance is removed and they attain the knowledge. So when you offer this Pratiksha Pada Puja at the feet of Swamiji, manifesting Devi Parashakti herself, you will be blessed with removing all of the ignorance from your life and attaining knowledge. And the Pratiksha Pada Puja is the most beautiful, most intimate offering that you can make to your Guru himself, who has manifested Devi Parashakti just for you, just to bless you and guide you through the full pralaya. So you can offer this Pratiksha Pada Puja today and receive all of the blessings and auspiciousness in your life from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, manifesting Devi Parashakti herself. And the next offering is the Vastra Seva. And when you offer the Vastra Seva, the cloth to Devi Parashakti, you will receive the blessings of protection from all of the dangers in your life. And you can offer this Vastra Seva today and receive all of the auspiciousness and blessing of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Devi Parashakti, the cosmic mother herself. And here is the list of all the offerings, the sevas that you can make today. So whichever seva you would like to make, we can go to the next slide and we can see how we can make those offerings. So you have two options. If you want to make an offering, but you're still not ready, or you need help manifesting, or you would like to learn more details, you can visit tiny.cc/bhavasamadhi, and you can fill out your intention form for whichever seva that you would like to offer, and we will contact you to help you make this offering, to help you manifest your reality. And if you are ready to make this offering today, you can visit tiny.cc/Devi offering, and you can go ahead and make your payment today. So we will go ahead and visit that website, tiny.cc/Devi offering. We can run through how to make this offering to Devi Parashakti and receive all of the blessings and all of the grace of Devi herself. And you can, once you make this offering, you can go ahead and form, which is Sankalpa, tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021. So you can ensure that your name is being chanted during the ritual, and the names of all of your loved ones are being chanted during the ritual offering. So here is the website that you can visit, tiny.cc/Devi offering. And you can choose whichever offering that you would like to make. So say you would like to make the offering of the Pratiksha Pada Puja, you can go ahead and choose that. And you can add that to your cart, and you can add as many as you would like. Say you would like to offer one for yourself, one for your mother, one for your sister. You can go ahead and choose 3 offerings and add that to your cart. And then once you have added that to your cart, you can go ahead and proceed to the checkout. But if you would like to make another offering, say you would like to offer the Swarna Pushpa, the Swarna Padma Pushpa, you can actually press the back button. We've already added it here, it looks like. But you can go ahead and press the back button. And you can go ahead and choose that offering, the other offering that you would like to make. So the Swarna Metti, say you would like to offer that. You can go ahead and choose the Swarna Metti, the gold toe ring. So you can choose whatever offering that you would like, and you can go ahead and add that to your cart. And you can see that all of this will come up in your cart in one simple list. And then you can go ahead and make a single payment rather than multiple payments. So you can go ahead and proceed to the checkout with your total, you can see there. And you can fill out all of your billing details just like you would for any other online payment, as many of us are getting very used to online shopping nowadays. You can fill out just as you would for any payment that you would online. And then you can fill out all of the details and accept the agreement. And you can place your order today. And then after this, your offering is not yet fully complete until you go and fill out the Sankalpa 2021 form, which will give you the opportunity to have your names and the names of all of your loved ones chanted during the offering to Devi Parashakti and the Supreme Concept of Hinduism. So, yes, here is the form, Sankalpa 2021. So you can fill out this form with all of the names of yourself, your loved ones, and if you know your nakshatra or your gotra details, you can include that as well. And if you don't, that is all right. You can just include your names and they will still be chanted. And you can choose whichever offering that you are making today. And once you have filled this out, you will have completed your offering to Devi Parashakti, and you will be sure to be receiving all of the blessings, all of the auspiciousness and grace of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism, manifesting Devi Parashakti herself. So with this, we will be concluding this portion of the segment, and we will be preparing to receive the live Parashakti Akashic readings of Devi herself, manifesting through the Supreme Concept of Hinduism. So as we prepare, let us listen to some of the various happenings of Adi Kairasha Sarvajnapita, where the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has opened up all of the Kailasas in India as COVID care centers to protect humanity during this pralaya. And continuously, Devi Parashakti and the Supreme Concept of Hinduism have been reminding us that the only priority for this year is to keep ourselves alive. That is